Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jessen from Methodist Senior High School, and I'm here going to debate under the motion, this house regrets merger and acquisition within the tech industry, for example, Tokopedia and Gojek, Facebook and Instagram, or Google and YouTube. I am here as the opposition side, which means that I am not going to regret these mergers and acquisition within this tech industry. So, before I get into my goal justification and stance, I'm going to first give some point of rebuttal to the government side of the house. First of all, they stated about how the privacy of the user are going to be leaked by this company because this merging and acquisition because there will, for example, if there is a privacy of the user in WhatsApp, and if it is to be taken over by Facebook, then that means their privacy will be leaked to Facebook too. So, first of all, I'm telling you this: every company in the tech industry have a policy, and in every policy of their company have this: they will not leak the information of their users because it is on their policy and they have to stay with it, because if they do, then they will be accused and they will lose the users of their own. So first of all, a company wouldn't want their users to leave and not use their application because they want to get the money that they have earned by these users. So that means that everything that is about privacy has already been rebutted by my justification here about how the policy will not be broken by the company itself. If there is some broken privacy or leaked privacy, it is not about the company. For example, if you have a privacy leak in maybe in your social media or whatever, it is all not because the company but because of the user itself. For example, the users, those who give their privacy, who spread their own privacy, who leak their own privacies to the social media or whatever it is that makes them the privacy leak, is not because of the company. The company protects their users' privacy, but if the user itself doesn't protect it, then that is not the company's mistakes. And getting into the second rebuttal, they talked about how it will reduce competitiveness because if they were to be not merged and not acquisited, that means that they will have time to compete with each other, to outcompete each other, and that give a sense of competitiveness. But if they were to merge each other, then there will be no sense of competitiveness. So I'm telling here that it is wrong. Why? Because when they both when you see a big company and a big company became one, then that means this big company will have a higher competitiveness. Why? Because they will need to create a place where all the users are satisfied with what they are doing. So that means there will be more innovation given in their own company. For example, if there is to be Facebook and Instagram joining up together, merging together, then that means both of them has the Facebook users, the Instagram users are becoming one too. So that means they will need to get more competitive because they have these users that they need to satisfy. And to my third rebuttal, they stated about how labor and investment and independent company will not have a chance. So let me state it that how independent company, labor, and investment still going to have the chance to compete with this by merging and acquisition. So when a big company merge with another big company, and that means this company will have a bigger use of money that they can bigger money they can use to create a more innovation for their own company. If this was to happen, if there is no merger and acquisition, for example, do you guys know Uber? Uber is a Singapore transport application that is same as Gojek and Gokar or something else or Grab. That means that they were to come into Indonesia, but they failed to go big in Indonesia and they go bankrupt. Why? Because the society in Indonesia already have like Gojek and others, and by that Uber bankrupt. But if there is to be mergers and acquisition, um, Uber itself can still have the chance to not go bankrupt because independent company is better off acquisition by the bigger company than having to go bankrupt. Why did I say like that? For example, if Uber has an idea that is really innovative and the bigger company sees that Uber have this idea that is really great, then the bigger company itself will buy the Uber from the will buy the Uber so it can have the idea. So they will be competing by innovating some great ideas so they can have been acquisitioned by this bigger company. And I'm going to get into my first justification about how that this company, these tech industries, are money oriented and they will protect their users. Hey, wait, I'm going to get into my goal first, that we will make more room for innovation within this tech industry. And the stance is we believe that mergers and acquisition is the one that will create this innovation from the very first place. So get into my justification. My justification is that how the tech industries are money oriented and will protect their users. So the reason by this orientation is the reason by this argumentation is that this money-oriented company will need the users to get money, to get their income. Their income is from the users. So when they merge or acquisition, they will have a bigger space, a bigger room, a bigger user, a bigger count of users. So that means they will protect them even more because they have more people that will give them more money to now. So that is why they will protect their users in any cost, and the privacy that has been given by the government side of the house will not have any chances on giving the regrets to this merging and acquisition. It's going to be better for them. And but how I said before, how the independent company is better off acquisitioned by the bigger company than having to go bankrupt. They will have a better time. They will have a bigger competitiveness. For example, if you see five independent company, five smaller company competing each other, just try to get an idea so they can sell the idea to the bigger company. That is a competitiveness that will going to be rich in our goal, and there will be a lot of room for a lot of motivation that can create more and more competitiveness to the future ahead. And that is all from me. Thank you.